Hey, so I wanted to show you my new pair of shoes. They're very detailed. First off, the thin little squiggles, thin little squiggles, and then we've got lines, and line, and then another texture here. This is hard to see. It feels almost like a honeycomb. And then this right here is another continuing on larger waves all the way around. Oops. All the way around. And then the thinner ones. And then top. And then on the very bottom, look at that heel. Look at that heel. It's got a little divot. See that here? And then it's got a nice heel. And the bottoms, they are a little dirty. I wore them warm. The ribbing, and you can probably hear my dogs eating or licking. Anyway, and then there's the ribbing here, the detail, and of course, you can see here on top of the shoe. Sparkles. They're like iridescent sparkles. They're circular, flat circles. And then there's a ribbing here and vinyl. A ribbing here and vinyl. All the way around. And underneath, we've got the dome, which just lets you know there's more detail on the dome. Sparkles and the lights. It's kind of gritty, but nice. And then these shoelaces, they're kind of stretchy. I'll show you. They're flexible and they're so chunky and they're ribbed like a spiral. And nice. Like a spiral. And then all the way down you can see through the laces. The lines there again. See? In between there. Right there. And then this super shiny sequin. Super shiny sequins. Super shiny sequins, and on the side, it's just never ending. It's the same stripe with a rib and a swoosh, and this is just like a band, and look at these are just triangles. They're so reflective. all the way to the back, all the way to the back. And then there's another finger holder here, so you can slide them on to your ankles nicer, and for the tongue, so you can make sure it's pulled up while you're lacing your shoe. And then I'm gonna show you again the swoosh. This swoosh, so reflective and shiny, very reflective and shiny. And in the front, there's another swish, swish, and down. And in the front, this is protective against your shoe. So if you hit your toe by accident, or your foot, you're not ruining the stripes here, which are now diagonal, and kind of across, starts like this and then goes over, and it does the same on the other side. And I just love these shoes. I think they're super fun. They're very comfortable, and on the inside, these have the soles in them. They're squishy, almost like, I feel like it's almost like memory foam. I just think they're super nice. And so let me show you up close again. The iridescent, the swooshies, the sequins all the way around, and the stripes. I think they're super fun. I got them when I went to another city, and I hear that I see that these are more on trend now, the chunkier shoes. So that's what I got. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.